to set.
Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Action!
We're talking about a absolute great one today, AKAPAD. If you love film, if you love what film can do and how an artist can really just reach into all the cameras and the equipment and even the collaborators, if there's true direction and foresight within the production, this is the film for you. If I had legs, I'd kick you. To me, and welcome back, it's the Film Buff, Peter A. DeLuca, AKAPAD. This is about my 20th time trying to record this episode. I recorded this episode twice, and between every single time, now my attempted recordings, I've multiple takes. I've pretty much put this movie on between those. So I've seen this movie maybe 3 times within 2 or 3 weeks. It's available right now on HBO Max. I was elated when this became available. And the reason for that is I quickly saw that this is a movie of, if you want to call it, strugglehood, motherhood. I believe the theme of this movie and the ideas and just, I would say, the willingness to do it, knowing that there's an audience for this type of story, stems from The Babadook, the movie that we absolutely loved. And recently, I would say last year, there was a movie called Night Bitch that echoes similar themes to this film. Motherhood or strugglehood has now become a subgenre within the drama category. It's amazing. And it's so amazing that these movies I connect to. I'm a son. I'm a little bit of a mama's boy. I love my mother. And I lived in a household where I saw some of this. And I think it's common. I also feel it's healthy to know of this and to see it, because why should we expect all of our households to be nice, bright, and perfect? We need a little bit of roughness in our heroes, and a lot of times our heroes are our parents, and we get taught a lesson along the way that our parents aren't perfect. But then as we get older, we realize that the good parents really are perfect, because they saw through times like this. And times like this is what this movie portrays. Same as Night Bitch, same as The Babadook, which is the mother may not be divorced. In this case, her husband is a sea captain, or he sails boats. Shows up at the end, played by Christian Slater. And we have Linda, played by Rose Byrne, who, good enough performance to win the Oscar this year. I know that girl from Hamlet won. What's her name? Oh, jeez. Jessie Buckley. What a great name. Rose Byrne, Jessie Buckley. The two firsties, right? Those are all first names, right? Buckley, that's the first name. And we have a faceless child that everyone, the kid is not terminally ill. The kid has a severe medical condition. This woman is alone. She is married, but she's alone in dealing with this struggle and dealing with the kid. The house just floods with water, so they have to move to ASAP Rocky's motel, and she slowly starts to deteriorate. Can I even say that? Deteriorate. I'm not trying a third time. She starts to go down the spiral. Starts drinking and smoking and breaking away from the kid. She's less likable towards some of the other parents when she drops off the kids, and we really see a struggle. We do see something too very similar in Is This Thing On, in Will Arnett's character, where it's a fight, it's a slow spiral. And now I'll say this, and I don't like breaching that, but there are aspects in this movie, the portrayal of the mother to maybe run away from the motherly instincts that I feel like is of a female perspective. I think it's of the modern woman, where modern women do struggle with this, where and if you want to say it, they're girl boss and into the sun, meaning they're like Icarus. They girl boss too close to the sun, and they burned and fallen. Meaning you can't be a girl boss, but there's instincts. The instincts will kick in, and they'll take you over eventually. Men deal with this as well too, aka Padders. It's not just exclusive to women. But I believe Mary Bronstein, who's our director, she has given us, and this is a little bit of the anger coming in because this got missed. This is a technical movie. This movie is as technical as Christopher Nolan's Memento. This is as technical as Run Lola Run, meaning there's things done in real time with the camera that takes precision, it takes planning, and you don't know, and this is part of the fun of the film going experience, you don't know if they're doing this with one take or two or 100. But kind of what you're watching is a scene to scene flow and progression where it's interlinked. It's locked in like a puzzle, and one scene cannot exist without the other. And along the way, because we know films take time to shoot, everything looks a certain way. Everything has a particular presence. This is a little bit of the film going magic, where the director is somewhat of a magician along the way. They're putting a spell on us. This movie, and the fact that the daughter is faceless, we don't see, right? We only hear the daughter. We only see her feet. We also have this horrific gerbil scene. There's parts of this movie that are heightened for. It's almost like self-aware. We're self-aware we're watching a movie, so we can crank it up. It can be heightened. The blood is bloody, or the flood of the house is more of a flood, somewhat of an allegory. Christian Slater, when he shows up, his what he realizes and the way how he moves through that progression, and his cross-examination at the end of ASAP Rocky, critical scene. And the scene that was built into, it is all precision. This, in my view, is a highly technical movie. If it wasn't so effective, I don't think I would be able to say that. This is an anxiety-induced movie. This is the movie that makes you feel for everyone involved. The kid, the mother, the father, heck, even ASAP Rocky. I just like saying ASAP Rocky. Who's our cinematographer? Because I feel like we got to touch on that. This movie, too. A ton of nominations. Who's our guy? Christopher Messina. Wonderful. Now, the other part of this I want to discuss is a little bit of this cult, this repeated line that we hear from everyone that A24 has their fans, and people will watch this movie because it's an A24 movie. That's true and false. I had no idea this was A24 before watching it. I just knew this movie got attention around award season. I watched this year's Academy Awards for the first time in decades, and I was excited to see this movie. I wish I saw it before the award show, because I may have picked Rose here as the best actress, but Hamnet and Jessie Buckley in Hamnet, right? That's a two-headed dragon as a race. But AKAPADers, this is one of the great dramas of the day. I implore everyone to go check it out. If you're into technically driven movies, it's there, and I'll say it. A female voice movie that I feel only a female could make. I feel only a woman. Same as recently we spoke about Suncoast with Woody Harrelson. there's parts of that movie that I feel only a female could add to it or have instincts to handle. A little bit of a platitude there, I know. We'll be getting to platitudes from time to time. AKAPAD, this is one of the great dramas of today. After, remember? I don't know if you guys remember, we used to talk about the fall of the American drama. And when I saw, here we go, when I watched Saltburn, I said the women have saved the American drama. And I believe that's 100% true. Love you guys. Rock and roll.
Okay, that's a wrap.